There's a such thing as the game within the game. See, there's levels to the game. Have you guys ever been wondering why you've been stuck in one place at one job? It seems like the company has all the players it needs, all the employees it needs to get progress, but it seems you guys are stagnant. You're wondering why you're stagnant at your job. See, in today's video, we got to talk about this concept of the game within the game, because this is going to get you guys to the next level, and it's going to give you a better understanding of what's going on around you. Some of you guys are wondering, like, why is my team, my sports team, not making any progress? They have the players, they have the coaches, what's going on? It's going to answer some questions similar to that one, with your bosses, with your family members, with your friends, your sports team. You can go on and on and on. You can apply this to whatever your relationship, whatever it is. So before we get too far into the video, I just want to remind you guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. I'll give you guys a quick second to do those things. So, I was recently watching Jason Whitlock. Now, I know some of you guys, if you know who Jason Whitlock is, you might not like him, depending on what kind of personality you have. You probably won't like him. But recently, he's been going on a tangent by over a few months, pretty much his whole college football season, on the downside of Deion. Now, I'm not here to vilify Deion. I don't think Deion's a villain. I don't really think any human is really a villain. I really think it's just winners and losers at the end of the day, and people that, use that morality stuff. But I like getting different perspectives. See, it's easy to see Deion and be like, "Oh man, he's the best. He's the best coach, and he's the ultimate attraction," and all this stuff. It's easy to get caught up in that limelight and glamour, these motivational messages. But what about the other side that nobody else is talking about? So I was watching Jason Whitlock, and he recently had some guys that used to play for him that were saying some of the antics and the certain things that he was doing behind the scenes. And so I'm watching it, and I'm like sitting there like, wow. Like, you think you know people when you actually don't. And like I said, I'm not here to vilify the man. Dude's doing what he does. He's got an alpha personality. He can't help being, a certain way. But I'm watching that video, and one of the kids, because it was two kids that used to play for him or that was on the team, that wanted to tell their story and their experience with Deion as he's went throughout this stage. And one of the kids said he tried telling his story to other students, and they just couldn't believe it. They were like, "Deion would never do those things. You just, not good enough to make the team." See, Sigmund Freud would call that animal magnetism. Whenever he's talking about group psychology, the leader puts the masses in a transient stage. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. People on the internet talk about red pill and all this stuff. black pill, all this stupid shit. If you guys want some uncomfortable truths, you would read Sigmund Freud and all his books. You're gonna find out some things about human nature you just wish you didn't know. That's why know yourself, know what you can handle, know what you want to know, and know what you don't want to know, and stay away from those Pandora's boxes, because the rabbit hole gets pretty deep. So, what am I saying? Like, why would you say, Miles? What is the game within the game? The game within the game is reading people. The reason why your football team is not making any progress, but you guys have the players, you guys have the coaches, is because somebody's ego is getting in the way. There's some unforeseen consequence. There's the GM, there's the owner. Somebody's ego is in the way. Somebody thinks they're more important than the whole operation. That's what it is. Your job. Some allegation or something just pops up out of nowhere. Somebody's hating on you, trying to usurp you to get into the higher position. This is the games being played in corporate America. It's the games being played on football teams and everything. I was watching Terry Crews. I didn't even know he used to play in the NFL. I'm not the hugest fan of Terry Crews, but he said something interesting. He said the NFL football is very ruthless, especially in the training camp stage. Everybody's trying to give people the wrong information so they can make the team and make you look bad so they can look good so they can make the team. People talk about the Hunger Games. That's the Hunger Games. You're in corporate America, you're in the Hunger Games. You're on a sports team, you're in the Hunger Games. It just doesn't look like it because people don't have their swords and their guns pointed at each other. But it's mental. It's positioning. It's gossip. It's words. It's faces. It's masks that people wear to throw you off your game. So you guys better get hip to how people treat each other. You guys wonder why the NCAA football committee didn't put FSU in there. It's because it's a committee. It's a group of human beings that randomly are selected that either have a best interest or don't have a best interest in seeing college football getting better, that make decisions. That's why FSU didn't get in there, because it wasn't about the record, it was about the ratings. It was about what Vegas wanted. See, when things aren't adding up, guys, there's a layer you haven't tapped into. When your girlfriend is moving shady, she's talking to another man. Another man is caught her attention. Women can't serve two masters. Somebody else has got her attention, has gotten her ear. And you need to be worried. Same thing with men. You hadn't heard from the guy in a while. So, ultimately, guys, to get to the next level of understanding of truth, go deeper into what you don't see. Go deeper into what people aren't showing you. Like I said, you have to be a seeker of truth. People aren't going to offer the truth most times to you, especially in mainstream media, especially with celebrities. I mean, at this point, we know celebrities are idiots. The more podcasts they start, the more idiotic they sound. I was watching Charleston White, and Cam Newton. And Cam Newton just couldn't give a logical rebuttal back to Charleston White. He couldn't. He looked like he looked like a woman just trying to start an argument out of nowhere. He didn't have any logic to it. So, and that goes to a different thing. Your idols become your rivals. You think that your favorite actor on the movie screen is just as sweet as he was on the movie screen. You meet him in person, he's a whole asshole. You meet him in person, he does what the fuck he wanted to do. Look at Diddy. So, but that's a different story, guys. Look deeper than what the surface shows you. You're being fooled at some level if you cannot figure out what's going on at your job, for a team, whatever in your family. Somebody's ego is in the way. Somebody's pride is in the way. Somebody is deceiving you. That's my video. You guys, on the way out, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video if you like the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.